tip when buying a wedding dress? A soon-to-be bride asked that very question in a now very viral TikTok after she was prompted to do so at checkout.
The music is giving like PTSD right now. I'm
I
telling
know.
you, while many said this was unusual in the comments, this is just one of many questions that may arise during the chaos of wedding planning.
Fortunately, the director of events at Hello Productions, Allanah Ebenstein, is here to share the do's and don'ts when it comes to tying the knot. I love that we talked about this before we went on because I said I have a lot of opinions about this.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the tipping when purchasing a wedding dress?
Yeah, so I have seen the TikTok and I completely disagree with the bridal company. I don't think that you should be tipping when buying a wedding dress. I have actually never seen that.
Me neither.
But I think that in the rise of, everything being digital, there's this automatic prompt that comes up everywhere that you go. Would you like to add a tip? And here's what you could. If you want to be an okay person, an average person,
a garbage human.
Or like, right? I mean, it's like it like gives you the prompts, and then you're wondering if somebody's looking over your shoulder.
No, but you're staring directly at them while you're looking at it.
Doing it. But is this unusual? Do you hear about this?
It is unusual, and I actually don't hear about this, but it does make you feel obligated, like you said.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like, oh my gosh, should I be tipping on this already thousands of dollar wedding dress?
I know.
Right.
And then you go through the numbers of the tips, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is now going to add hundreds of dollars to the wedding dress.
Yeah.
That's so
and
hard.
so if you are prompted, again, like something like this, we were talking about commission, because sometimes.
Yes, I would assume that would be included in the sale only because the consultant is with you from start to finish. They do so much for you. They're working hopefully for something.
Right.
Correct. So 90% of the time, from my knowledge, there is commission involved when purchasing a wedding dress.
That's nice to know.
All right, so let's talk about the size of bridal parties. What's the latest with this?
Yes, so a do here would be a smaller wedding party, right? So after all the events that happen, I always hear brides say, "Ugh, I wish I had a smaller bridal party."
Yeah.
It's a lot of girls to manage when you have a big bridal party. Everyone feels like they want to include everybody. Don't feel obligated. This day's about you. Pick just a couple people. Think of it like a wolf pack almost. You're the leader of this pack, and if you have a lot of girls, you have to manage those girls.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I really wish that you were around 7 years ago when I got married, because I just wanted everyone I knew in the bridal party, but that was me. I think that also is age.
So wait, how many people did you have in your bridal party?
I had 5, but I'm an only child. So I have my 3 cousins who are like my sisters, and then I have my sister-in-law, and my best friend was my maid of honor.
I feel like 5 is okay though.
Standard.
I mean, you get into these 10 on each side and it gets crazy.
Yeah, so I think 5 and under is a great number. It's a healthy number to manage. You're not going to be bombarded with text messages 24/7.
Sure.
Anything above that, you're going to get into a lot to manage.
Yesterday on the show, we were talking about, this was an advice column. Someone wrote in, it was someone who was older in the family. They were upset about an outdoor wedding. So can we talk about this? Because there's a lot to consider when you're doing an outdoor wedding.
There is, and may I say outdoor weddings are gorgeous, but there is a lot more you need to take into account. So the obvious thing is the weather. You don't know if it's going to be rainy.
In Pittsburgh.
Right. You don't know if it's going to be cold. It could be like
snowing.
freezing. It could be really hot. So you have to take into account all of those aspects when planning an outdoor wedding. And another part where I have come into in the past is even the sidings on tents, because you never know if it's going to be a sideways, windy, rainy day.
Right.
Absolutely. And I think as a planner, obviously, there's no one closer to this. Communicating with your vendors, a do and a don't.
Yes. So a do would be to please talk through what your vision is. We're here to navigate you through this vision process. So really communicate. You're not going to be rude when you're telling us what you want. This is what we're here for you. We're going to make sure you get what you want. And the don't is to also treat them like a person.
Right, not staff.
Right, not staff. Make sure that you're taking into account that they do have lives. They do have other clients outside of you, maybe. Of course, we always try to make it feel like you're the only one we have, but just keeping in mind that, we might have others.
And what about communicating with your guests? Because there are a lot of things, they're going to have tons of questions. So what are the do's and the don'ts on that?
Yes, so a do would be a wedding website. That really helps alleviate a lot of questions that guests will ask, and staying firm with what you want. So if somebody is not getting a +1 and you get that call saying, hey, I just realized I'm invited to the wedding, what about so-and-so? And just explaining to that guest, we have a certain amount of number that we're allowed at the venue. you, this is what we've come up with. We're really sorry, but we hope you can still come. And then just letting all of that information flow on the website, because that really helps narrow down a lot of the questions that you're going to be asked.
And children too. Make sure to address it, because a lot of people wonder about that.
Exactly.
And that's another thing that people will ask a lot about is, well, I'm an aunt, what about my kids, or something like that. Well, it doesn't matter if the couple wants a kid-free wedding, which I will say most weddings are kid-free.
Yeah.
Respect that from the couple and don't bombard them with the questions of, well, can I still bring a kid, even though on the invite it does say adults only.
Oh my, get a sitter and enjoy yourself.
Just enjoy yourself.
Please.
It's okay.
We could
okay.
ask you questions for the
So
next
many
24
questions,
hours.
that's
If
for
you're
sure.
interested in hiring Hello Productions to help plan your wedding or another major event, we'll have a link on our website at kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.